Hey guys, Zach here. I know it's called football. Coming out with a very late video. Sorry I couldn't make a video after the City game. Right after the City game, I left that Saturday to go visit some family. Um, didn't want to upload a video there. Didn't want to try. Out in the boondocks, the woods. Internet not too hot, so here I am. Look, I have a bunch of notes about the City game. I don't even think I'm going to go over it really. It's something that's really kind of been talked about, I think, by probably any video anyone has watched about Arsenal or anyone who really covered that game. There's not much else that really needs to be said. However, I do just want to touch on the quotes, from Pep Guardiola after the game. Just talking about Arteta, he said here, he's beyond a good manager. The character, the personality, the leading. We were sad when he left, and sometimes the people expect the wins and the results immediately. He then went on to say, the squad that he played today is not the team that he dreams because they have 6, 7, 8 injuries, really, really important players. Ben White, Thomas Partey, and he cannot use those players that he needs to. He just closed by saying, I'm a big fan of him, and I'm pretty sure if they trust him, they're going to do a good job at Arsenal. So it just, if it's not obvious enough, I mean, the guys worked together for, I think, 3 years while Mikel was at City. Super successful there. Obviously, they won the league twice. So I don't think anyone's really gonna badmouth a manager. Certainly not ones you're friends with. Um, but look, I'm so confused as to what his job was. A lot of people will just, especially on social media, whether it's Arsenal fans or rival fans, talking about him, they call him like a cone man, Pep's cone man, and it's just a cheap insult, I guess. It doesn't really get to the bottom of it. Obviously Twitter not the place to do research, about managers or things like that. Usually leaks, whatever. That's great, but obviously Twitter doesn't have the personnel that's really capable of most of the times having a good conversation or even someone being truthful enough to criticize him for any number of things that he does wrong. Anyway, look, I don't know what his job was, what he actually did at City, because after he left, they went on to win the league. They won the Carabao Cup. Again, people can say what they want, but it's a trophy. You have to be there to win it. They beat Spurs. They beat a couple top sides going into the final. Um, and so again, I don't know what his job was because they had success. He's there and he's gone now, and they've still won the league. They made it to a Champions League final. Excuse me. So Pep Guardiola can say all he wants and be nice, and I'm sure he is. I'm sure he did do things well there. Obviously, the board at Arsenal must have seen something, I would have to assume. Yeah, of course, the board has shown their incompetence, many, many times. Perhaps even in managers. When you look at Arsene Wenger's last couple years, or perhaps just the contract extension they gave him. But it's a different story here with Mikel. And so again, I don't know what he did there. I want to know. If anyone is watching, let me know what you think. Obviously, constructive criticism of that is more than calling him a cone man would be appreciated. I'm genuinely curious. I don't know what his job was, what his role there was at City. I haven't dug too deep, but it just things really have to start turning around, especially after just a smacking like that against City. I think we've now lost nine out of nine or something like that. City's a team we never beat. It was United. We had such a horrible track record at Old Trafford, and last season we went there, beat them 1-0, and yeah, it was a penalty. Say what you want. We ended that, and again, obviously a key figure in that game was Thomas Partey himself. So, yeah, he should be back after the international break. Ben White should be back as well. yeah, it's exciting to have these players back. So just a little bit on transfers here. Willian and Arsenal Football Club obviously came to mutual agreements. I'm sure everyone knows that by now. He's foregoed $20 million in order to leave the club. So, you have to say didn't have to do that. This is the money that he was offered by the club, and fair play to him for deciding to go back to Corinthians to play his football. So good luck to him. Another player who's out on loan, Reese Nelson, has joined Feyenoord on a season-long loan, extended his contract. For me, Reese Nelson, not exactly a player who I can see, really breaking in. I mean, look at Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith-Rowe. They did it extremely young, 18, 19, and I think Reese Nelson, again, he's a young kid, 22, I think. But we do have a young squad. Again, all the players we've bought now have been under 23. So we'll see how that goes. Good luck to him. Miguel Aziz, also season-long loan to Portsmouth. And keep in mind, obviously, this is the same club that Emil Smith-Rowe was at after that super successful loan spell at Portsmouth. Same manager as well, Danny Cowley. So fingers crossed for him. Again, obviously, Miguel Aziz, another top talent. A lot of Arsenal fans are crazy about him. Now let's just talking about right backs here. Bellerin apparently moving closer to his move to Real Betis. There's a bunch of stuff going on with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'm sure you've heard about it. This whole post on social media. It's strange to me. I didn't like it. He's got the ability to literally go speak to the manager. He can speak to anyone he wants really at Arsenal, and he has an agent who can do it for him. So for me, that post was super strange. They blocked a move to Everton. They wanted Ainsley on a 2-year loan, and he has 2 years left on his contract. And yeah, you could do an extension like they did with Reese Nelson, but they're trying to get this Bellerin deal sorted. They're trying to bring in a new right back, and so to do that on top of everything, and again, Everton are obviously in better shape than us at the moment. They finished hard in this last year as well, and you can't be giving away a player like that, a versatile player, just on a 2-year loan. I mean, blocking him from playing and not letting him train with the first team, which is what another story I read is, I don't know, punishment perhaps for his post on Instagram. And again, that was just so strange to me, seeing a professional footballer do something like that. That stuff is for social media stars and reality TV stars, and that has no place in someone's like that in their social media. And I wish someone would have done something about it before he posted it, but it is what it is. Apparently Ainsley Maitland-Niles staying, and I got all that from Chris Wheatley, obviously the talented and hardworking Chris Wheatley. Look, that's all really. I think there should be a spot, one more spot for a right back. So we'll see if we can bring someone in. If not, I'll make a video tomorrow and just go over our squad and who we've brought in, who's left. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.